and the Tower Guard shall take up the call. The Lords of Gondor have returned.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eric,
I'm Jeff.
and we are the Lords of Gondor here for episode 1. So what we're going to try and do across this series is we are going to take the same 2 Gondor decks, so Gondor Fellowship, my deck and Jeff's deck, both Bonds of Friendships decks, and we'll get into those in a minute. We're going to take them through the entire quest gauntlet of Lord of the Rings LCG without making any changes or sideboarding anything from quest to quest. So we're doing a real one-deck approach here.
Yes, we have no interest in quest teching, which is where you just make a deck for a specific quest, then you move on, you make a new deck for the next specific quest. We are only interested in building decks that can beat every quest, because we see that more as a more interesting challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I see the appeal of building decks in both ways. I mean, trying to build against a quest is kind of an interesting puzzle. But I think with the modern card pool, you can trivialize an awful lot of quests. And also, that's just a lot of deck building. I mean, you're sort of rebuilding a deck every single quest. We like when we play, we like to sit down and play a couple of quests at a time, usually, or not spend much time building and more time playing. There's a lot of quests out there, so
Right.
yeah. So we've actually, over the past couple of months, we had been sort of trying this experiment out. We started with going a pure Gondor pure fellowship. So every ally and hero had to be Gondor. We'll go through our decks in a minute, and you'll see we made just a couple of minor exceptions to that, and we'll say why. But we sort of did a lot of these quests. We ran through the cycles of quests. We didn't do the saga stuff. But we did all the nightmare content from Mirkwood up through Dream Chaser. And I crunched the numbers, Jeff, and it looked like we had about a 64% win rate. So there were 54 total quests that we did, and 84 attempts to end up beating them all.
Yes, those are unofficial numbers. Our official numbers on the video would be much better.
You think we can do better than that?
Yes.
I was very happy with 64%, but I have lowered expectations. Some of you may know Jeff is a multi-game continental champion, and his LOTR LCG skills are no less sharp, I'd say. But we did learn a lot of things along the way. I mean, we learned a lot about we learned a lot of things about what the quests sort of entail and sort of what's required of us, and we made some changes to our deck sort of in light of that experience. So I do think our numbers will hopefully come down a bit. It'll be I'm curious to see anyways. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, you know more about this than me. You say that people don't think Gondor is a good archetype, but we are here to prove them wrong.
I am perpetually flabbergasted by the fact that people, seem to think that Gondor wasn't very good, that it's not an S tier faction. That seems to be like Noldor and Dale and maybe even dwarves, hobbits. I think there's maybe something to that if you don't take into account the last cycle. So the Vengeance of Mordor cycle was gold for Gondor. I mean, they got a lot of really good tools, some of which I'm using, some of which you're using. We'll go into that sort of throughout the series. But yeah, I know people have said, Gondor allies aren't nearly as good as Dale allies. The ALEP crew focused on Gondor in their first release, saying that they weren't quite up to snuff with a lot of the other factions.
To me,
but in my opinion, Gondor
the best allies. They have the best allies in the game, Gondor, and they also have the best abilities that target everyone. They have the visionary leadership. They have Boromir. So I mean, I think they seem pretty strong, but I guess that's what we're here to prove.
Yeah, I think we are here. So if you like Gondor, or if you just like one deck approaches, or if you like nightmare content or want to see what nightmare quests look like, this is the series for you.
Nightmare and Beyond, every quest. We have tinkered with every quest, and we will now beat them.
Yeah, I think there's 108 or 114 quests total, something like that.
I think it's very important that we will not be choosing hero or choosing prisoners. We will not be choosing, favorable starts. I know some people do that. We will play every deck as God intended, completely as the designers want. We will show you every loss, every win. Hopefully, we'll be undefeated for a while.
Yeah, and hopefully you won't be watching us play Nightmare Escape from Dol Guldur 80 times.
And hopefully you won't be watching us rooting for the encounter decks. Because I have seen some videos where I end up rooting for the encounter decks, and hopefully you guys won't do that to us. You got to give us the good mojo.
That's right. But if we make mistakes or we miss plays, please do call us out in the comments, and we want to have a nice, clean, asterisk-free run to the extent that we can.
If we forgot something and completely won what we shouldn't have, let us know. If you think we're using cheesy combos, let us know. We like to hear that too. We want all the toxicity and all the positivity. All right, Eric, why don't you take us through your deck so we can get started?
Yeah. So to give you a quick overview of what we're going to hope to do here with the series is every episode is going to be a new quest. We're going to start at Nightmare Mirkwood and then move through. We'll sort of do a card spotlight during each episode where Jeff and I will each select a couple of cards from our deck, or maybe just one card.
It's the big card breakdown.
Yeah, the big card breakdown, and we'll go through why that card is in our deck. Because being one deck,
we will make it very big.
Yeah, we will emphasize. There you see Damrod getting ready to be focused upon. So these are both Bond of Friendship decks. That's the newest contract from Vengeance of Mordor. Gives you a fourth hero. And make no mistake about it, Bonds of Friendship is probably a version of easy mode. I think it's real good having an extra body and an extra resource. When you make 4 resources a turn, a card that costs 3 typically is 100% of your turn's production. With Bonds of Friendship, that card's only 75% of your round's production with resources and so forth.
Yes,
and the extra body on the board.
That's how math works.
That's right. But even though I think Bonds of Friendship is extremely powerful, we still struggled through a lot of quests. The Nightmare content in this game especially is challenging enough, especially if you're trying to do a one-deck approach. Yeah.
If you ever feel bad about losing this game, don't. If someone ever told you they never lose this game, they're lying.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
it is. To quote one. Yeah.
Start us with your favorite hero here. I know who that is.
Yeah. So Prince Imrahil, my favorite character in Lord of the Rings. I'm not quite sure why, but always has been. I love Dol Amroth, love Gondor, love Prince Imrahil. In Tactics, Prince Imrahil is fantastic.
Classic fandom. My favorite character. Not sure why.
Yeah, no idea why. I know in the books he's there, not even in the movies, which is more you can say for his movie appearance.
She sound like me talking about Dash Rendar. All right.
Yeah, we like to go obscure.
All right. He's cool. I mean, he's the leader of the Swan Knights. He takes over as Steward of Gondor for a while. I mean, he's cool.
Yeah, and I think he's like, if Eric, I think this could be completely wrong. People can correct us on lore and pronunciations all day, hopefully. But I believe if Aragorn had fallen or never come out of hiding, I think Prince Imrahil had some claim to the kingship of Gondor. I'm not sure.
It's pronounced Prince Imrahil Glowin.
Imrahil Oin. Yeah.
All right. So Imrahil, he's combat action. Everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
He basically puts a chump into play. There's a lot of fun things you can do with Gondor, entering play effects. You've got some alt art here because you do not approve of the regular art.
I think the regular art is great, but I think Prince Imrahil being my favorite, I really wanted a spotlight piece, and here he is, sort of leading the ranks in the rain very valorously.
All right.
Yeah, and then so his daughter is here as well, Lotr, Swan Princess, and so both she and Imrahil have ways to put into play allies without actually having to pay their cost. And when you're force-feared in a Bonds of Friendship, that is really valuable because what I've got is the ability to sort of put into play allies, not having to worry about smoothing my resources quite that much. So it's a great way to get bodies. And there's a lot of quests that shut down how many cards or how many allies you can play each round. And they both bypass that as well, which is fantastic.
This is the unmarried Lothril. She will not have the Rohan trait, so...
Yeah, Gondor has no...
Yeah. All you single guys out there, pay attention.
That's right. She's available. And Gondor has no Rohan. Gondor needs no Rohan.
Yeah, and these entering play effects are great for Nightmare when you have to get stuff on the board early or you're going to lose. Right. And you're not always going to have the resources. So, everybody has the Gondor trait except for a special ally, which we'll talk about later. All right, and who's next?
Well, let me say one more thing, actually, about Imrahil and Lothril.
Oh, my gosh.
So in
I'm
conjunction...
working the camera, everybody. So if you ever hear me complain, just I'm working the camera and trying to keep up with Eric. Okay, so tell us one more thing.
Yeah, so Imrahil is fantastic. Imrahil and Lothril together are really reliable. So if you have big combat allies you want to get into play with Imrahil, like your 3 attack Knights of Minas Tirith or your 4 defense Defenders of Caradhras, if you draw them into your hand, you're kind of stuck because you typically don't want to spend the resources to play them permanently. But with Lothril, you can put them into play during a quest and get their 1 or 2 willpower while they're questing. and then shuffle them back into the deck so that Imrahil can hopefully find them during the combat phase with his action. So they are really sort of able to play upon one another quite nicely.
All right.
All right, now you can move to camera 3 here on Damrod. Damrod's just great for both card draw, which isn't Gondor's biggest strength, so he helps shores that up. And he's really good for smoothing your resources. And I'm using both tactics and lore traps, which we'll see in a moment. But
and
a very straightforward effect.
Great flavor text. See, some of the
Yeah.
Southrons have broken from the trap and are flying from the road. Sounds like a enemy just gained immune to player card effects and broke free from the trap, which happens all the time in Nightmare mode. So very
Yeah,
apt.
there are some quests where his traps are literally
What
unusable.
terrible flavor text. Oh, they got out of my trap.
I never read that until just now. You are not wrong.
Yeah, it's a first turn Rager trap. It's a first turn ambush. That's basically cancel an enemy attack. So
That's right.
very important in Nightmare mode.
Ambush is not
all about Right, it's all about outbuilding the encounter deck.
Yep, and he is great for that. And last but certainly not least, we have Leadership Boromir, who is giving that global buff to allies' attack power. So Gondorian allies typically don't swing very hard, but Leadership Boromir sort of very nicely shores up that weakness.
Right.
And then he lets a lot of the allies on my deck swing for 3-4 attack, which is great.
Yep.
All right, so those are my heroes. That puts me at 39 threat. Honestly, if I could choose to start at 40 just to begin in Valor, I probably would.
That was a big. Yep.
But I cannot. All right, you want to do your heroes, Jeff? And we'll come back to my card list and your card list.
I also have Bond of Friendship, which we think is by and large the best contract and best deck type. I have Lord Denethor, who sees far often. He's great. He starts with 3 resources. He can move one to any other hero except for one of my lore hero, which we'll talk about later. I like to play as Grima and Denethor. I like to play these people. That's what I like about tabletop games. You can play, these somewhat villainous characters and redeem them. I often play Thorongil on him, so I have his Thorongil version here, homemade. You can look at the top card of the deck and put it on the bottom. It's a problem for tomorrow. A head procrastinator in chief. Then we got Hergon. He's tactics. I play him about every other turn. I think I have like 5 tactics allies. So he's great. They're all pretty expensive. Some of them are pretty expensive. I got Baragon, who is my favorite hero in the game, and I think the 2 best heroes in the game, including his tactics version. I play Song of Wisdom on.
I can say I can say that you are very alone in thinking that either version of Baragon is the best hero in the game. I mean, all the polls I've seen are always tactics Eowyn or Gandalf. Yeah,
I think
you're right. Yeah.
I think his tactics version is the best solo hero in the game, and I think his spirit version is the best multiplayer hero in the game. I play Song of Wisdom on him, give him the brand, so I got a lore icon for him when necessary. And then, the beginning of the stories, Barivor here, not Gondor, but the only other lore hero was Faramir, and we could not beat Nightmare Blood of Gondor, which was a paradigm shift in a lot of ways for our little experiment here. So we had
that was the first time we fizzled out. Yeah,
we just fizzled out. Like it was that for 2 players, and I think a lot of these nightmare modes and a lot of the game in general, a lot of people don't play multiplayer. I don't think so. I think we experience a lot of stuff that maybe isn't talked about a lot.
Yeah, and we'll go into some interesting observations about. I think some quests. I think common perception is that 1 player is much harder than 2 player or multiplayer.
Right.
I don't think that's always true. And I think there's a lot of exceptions to that. Like in Sailing Quest, you'd have 2 objective boats, and you stage 1 card, which is pretty beneficial.
Right, and we'll be comparing our numbers to the 1 deck by C-Stan, right? We'll be comparing our numbers, even though it's not a perfect comparison. Just for fun, just because
it's a touchstone.
He's the only one who really has, I believe, that much data, and he's done a lot for the game. So I want to thank him for that. Barivor is she's great for the deck. I know she's not Gondor. I know, I use her every turn to draw cards pretty much. Eric's always mad at me because I'm not questing with her because I refuse to, because it's just getting cards is just too enticing. And I can't help myself. All right. So then we'll just go a quick
Although she does
decks.
frequently Secret Helm into Eleanor. So we pretend that's
right.
Eleanor.
Yeah, so we pretend like it's Eleanor because Eleanor's great in Nightmare mode when you have so many lose cards. So if you get a Orc Ambush or some of the other ones, you can always just tap or get a new one. So she often becomes Eleanor. So I like to pretend like she's Eleanor in robes. All right, go quick through your deck real quick, and I'll do a quick through my deck.
Yeah, and we'll have our deck lists linked in the comments on
Right.
RingsDB. And like Jeff said, every episode we'll do a spotlight where we'll talk about some particular cards. I'll just very generally say that this deck list probably looks pretty weird, and there's probably some puzzling cards in here. And that's a result of
Yes.
sort of a one deck approach. You need to have a really varied, adaptive toolbox at your disposal to be able to handle the really wide range of things the Gauntlet of Quests could throw at you. So some of these cards are mere silver bullets for one or just a handful of quests. Yeah, we'll sort of focus on those as those quests come around. Yeah, as you can see,
Right.
just sort of very broadly, I've got a pretty good smattering of allies in there because I want to play them with Letherial, I want to play them with Imrahil, I want to actually put them into play. And then a handful of traps, both the tactics and the lore traps. I think these are probably the best traps in the game. And then the obligatory sort of cancel, the test of wills, a hasty stroke, some
You have
threat
one
control.
hasty stroke. No wonder Shadow Effect's always beating us. Come on, man.
It's probably the first time Jeff really two in there. But since you're playing Baragon, I don't do any of my own blocks. So I don't need to cancel them. You do.
Except they always target players, not defending characters. All right.
I know. But I will say one thing in my final row here, we do have Gandalf. And so we initially set out, like Jeff said, we were playing pure Gondor. We wanted to do just 2 Bond of Friendship decks, pure Gondor, because there was enough heroes out there to try it. And we ended up having to drop Lore Faramir because of Nightmare Blood of Gondor, where he's not playable because he's an objective card. And we had Keena's Lances in here instead of Gandalf. And really, Gandalf is just superior pretty much in every way, because when you pay the 5 cost and he does what Keen does and better, plus you get his stats for the round and you get his hit points for the round. And we just had to go that route because those quests are hard enough. So,
all right,
that's why.
We'll do this. Give me your favorite attachment, ally, and I'd say it. Yeah, end event. Go ahead. We'll just say.
Real easy. Favorite attachment, 100% is the Red Arrow. I love Valor. I love Gondor, and that card's just a lot of fun. I love things that fish the top 5 cards of your deck for something.
That's
part of the reason I like Tactics Imrahil. Yeah. Playing digitally is great because I am shuffling my deck.
Wait for you to fish your deck.
I know. I'm searching, I'm shuffling, I'm searching, I'm shuffling things back in.
I know, and then it's, oh, hold on, I gotta go back. I forgot to shuffle this in.
Yeah. And so what blows my mind is I have spent months trying to convince Jeff to put a Red Arrow in his deck as well, because I put one per deck and unique, and he just will not do it, but it's so good.
Nope. I don't understand the whole victory display thing where you can have 2 in the victory display. I don't understand it, and I don't like it.
That's true. You're
I will not partake. Yep. All right, what's your favorite ally?
Well, my favorite ally is Knight of the White Tower, just because that art is sweet, and I just enjoy everything about it. But honestly, he's there for stats and stats alone, obviously. I would say the most useful ally for this deck is probably the Soldier of Gondor, the 2-cost leadership, new from Vengeance of Mordor. So when the Soldier of Gondor enters play, you can search your top 5. So more searching. You can see I do have a preferred theme here.
Oh my gosh.
And you can take 1 Gondor ally into your hand, or any that you find if you're in Valor, and I'm in Valor, and so he can trigger that off of Letherial, off of Prince Imrahil, or if you just put him into play normally by paying his cost. So he's integral to my deck, sort of maintaining its hand size.
And I'm going to pick your event before you even say it.
There you go. You're right. Legacy of Numenor. If you'd have told me I'd have built a deck that starts at near 40 threat, and I put a Doomed 4 card in, I would have never believed you. But it turns out that we can handle threat pretty well. And playing 1 card for 4 threat and 8 resources in Bonds of Friendship, 9 resources if you're doing a Saga quest, that's pretty much worth it. And on the first turn, it can kick me into Valor, which is sometimes helpful as well.
And it's another one of those silver bullets where you just, if you have to build extremely quickly, Legacy of Numenor is the way.
That's right. And so I've talked with some people a little bit, and they're always kind of surprised to do Bonds of Friendship and not do something like Hobbits or something with like Spirit Glorfindel where your threat is real low. Right. And I was a little skeptical myself, but it is surprising. I mean, those 84 attempts we did where we beat those 54 quests, I think we probably threaded out less than 5 times. I think we lost a quest because we threaded out probably less than 5 times, which was really surprising to me.
We rarely lose to threat, but I do think there are some quests we lose because of decisions based on our high threat.
That
makes any sense. So, the numbers are a little deflated. But I agree.
That's
we rarely lose because of threat. It's mostly easy to handle. And in any game where you don't lose a threat, Bonds of Friendship is just a free hero. I mean,
yeah,
it's that good.
yeah, and you can have disasters that eliminate a hero, and you're basically where most decks start, which is pretty generous. And I'll say one more thing about Gondor and high threat generally. What I love about Gondor is they've always been my favorite faction, just in the story and sort of their
Too.
lore and so forth.
I feel like they were mine first.
That's probably true. I probably piggyback.
I don't know. You have been an Imrahil fan forever.
I have. Well, you're a Minas Tirith fan, and I am a Dol Amroth fan, and together we are Gondor. But I will say this: Gondor plays this game in a very pure sort of experience. So especially if you're doing Valor, their threat is high, so everything sees you, everything engages you. You've got to punch your way through it. You're not sneaking past anything in secrecy or avoiding engagements, and you don't have any location control. So you're not just clearing locations, from the staging area. You're going to have to travel to them or suffer their effects. We're walking everywhere. That's right. We get real tired. So in that sense, Gondor experiences pretty much everything the encounter deck throws at you, sort of as the encounter deck intends it to be experienced. And I think that's challenging, but fun.
If we make a mistake while we're playing, it's probably because we're so used to bringing down every enemy.
Yeah,
there might be one that we assume engages us, and it doesn't because its threat's like 45 or something.
Right, and we're just so used to being at 48.
We're just so used to bringing them all down.
Right. I have a hard time playing this game now when my threat's not like 44. Like, inject that like 48 threat straight to my veins and just let me stare right into the flaming eye. I mean, it is exciting. But yeah, that's what I'll say for my 3 picks there.
That is Lords of Gondor hand 1. I'll do Lords of Gondor hand 2. Lords of Gondor hand 2. All right, so I'll do my favorite attachment. Eric?
I'm going to say 100% it's got to be Armored Destroyer?
Yeah. I'd say Armored Destroyer and Gondorian Shield. Both of them on Baragond.
Yeah, I mean, they're Baragond's best friends right there.
It's a tie. That's kind of cheating. If I had to pick one, I'd have to pick the Shield, just because of the meme, and get this man a shield.
Get this man a shield.
Ally, my ally, my favorite ally, by far.
Defender of Terrandros, no question.
Oh.
wait, it's probably... I changed Honor Guard, right?
No.
What?
I talk about him all the time. He's my favorite
Defender
ally.
of Rama? No, Vet of Osgiliath.
No, you're in the wrong spheres.
Where am I? What's happening? Oh, okay, minus Tirith Lambright, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This is a binder card for many, many people. But I've been playing with it since I started. It's I hate Surge. I hate it so much. And we have won so many games because we have used minus Tirith Lambright and guessed correctly.
Oh, I say this without any hyperbole. I honestly think between these two decks, the MVP card is minus Tirith Lambright. It turns games you are going to lose into possible wins. Yeah.
Right. It has blown up Corsair warships. It has blown up Mumox. It has blown up the blocking wargs the second blocking wargs in a row. They have single-handedly dismantled the siege of Terrandros. They are, they're myths and legends in my book. The things they have done for one spirit resource.
Yeah, they're incredible. And so I think people think of them as sort of I'm going to pay a resource, and then I'm going to discard this ally, and there's roughly, at best, a 33% chance I guess correctly and get some value out of it. That's the wrong way to think about the Lambright. With the Lambright, you want to be thinking about he is silver bullet protection against the worst case scenario. So given the quest, given what you have in staging, given your board state, is the worst case scenario another location? Right. Is it a particular enemy? Is it one disastrous treachery like Master's Malice you can't let come up? Because in that case, you always guess worst case scenario, and he may whiff, but it means you didn't have the worst case scenario happen, and that's what he's all about preventing. And I think in that sense, he's incredibly valuable.
I would say, and because we have knowledge of the encounter deck, I would say our Lambright numbers are at least 50%. At least 50%.
Yeah. And knowledge being sort of knowing what's in the decks, we don't have any way to scry it beyond Denethor, and he doesn't scry at the right time. Okay. So,
favorite event is probably just... I'm going to go with Heed the Dream.
I guess he's the
because
dream. No, I was gonna guess Gildor's actually, but yeah, I'm gonna
oh
go for
gosh,
6.
Gildor's. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like Heed the Dream because it's basically Denethor. He often has leadership, he often has lore, and he often has Steward of Gondor. So he's got the bank, and he's got the green and purple required to get full use of this card. And like I love plucking cards. Like, oh, I'm gonna lose this quest unless I can pluck this card from my deck, and that's what it's for. I also have all Gondor allies except for Gandalf, who's just too good. Basically has to be in every deck, and that's it. I think I'm ready to go. Hopefully you guys have seen enough of our Lords of Gondor deck to be on our side and on our team as we try to beat this. Before we'll do our big card breakdown at the beginning, and then after that we'll do our shadow card spotlight and our encounter card spotlight and our shadow effect spotlight, where we talked about most problematic cards of each type before we play the specific quest. And for this quest, Passers Through Mirkwood Nightmare. We'll be playing all quests, the hardest mode possible, without setting any prisoners or doing any of that stuff. And we will show you every shuffle and every loss. So for our encounter
perhaps
cards,
sometimes in fast motion.
right? We might start going faster if we keep losing. So for our encounter cards, Eric, will you show us what's behind door number 1?
Will. So door number 1 passes through Mirkwood. If you haven't played it in Nightmare, watch out for the new and improved terrible Ungoliant Spawn. So stat-wise, not too much worse than what you're used to, but that when revealed effect, real disastrous. So until the end of the phase, each character committed to the quest is -2 willpower and is discarded if it's willpower 0. So we're talking,
That's a reason to mulligan just for Test of Will, so you don't instantly lose when that card comes up and lose like 5 characters.
That's right. If you don't have all 3 willpower or higher, you're pretty much not questing unless you've got a Test of Will ready, or you're questing with just crossing your fingers and hoping.
Right. Door number 2.
Door number 2. We've got this Ungoliant, Jeff's least favorite card.
Because they always have to come to me, because you always have like 900 characters to ready.
All right, press your C button there, TTS. We got an echo. There we go. All right, we're back to 1 mic. All right, so this card, if they engage you, your cards cannot ready for the remainder of the round, which means you won't ready anything. Echo. Oh, well, I heard that
only
echo.
You'll hear the echo, so anytime I want to punish you or torture you.
I assumed it was the echo from this terrible cave that the Ungoliant Brood is hanging in. Brood.
Yeah, so
ready.
Tiny spiders swarm you, and you can't ready. And it's one of those things where it's hard to remember it. I bet a lot of people play this quest, they just ready their cards at the end because it's hard to remember.
Yeah. Well, and it's all cards. It's your attachments, it's your allies, your heroes, everything.
But they swarm my unexpected courage, and I can't even ready that.
Yeah.
All right.
Too busy swatting spiders.
Number 3.
Door number 3, we've got this abandoned camp. Just whenever you explore it, it's 2 damage to everyone that's exhausted. So it's everybody's least favorite treachery from Rosgabel on a 2-threat location.
Right. We just quest over it, though. It is something to look out for, I guess. Just don't accidentally travel to it. All right, door number 4.
Door number 4. Yeah, everybody recognizes and hates these Hummer horns.
Did you see Cabin in the Woods, where there was like a monster behind all those doors?
Oh, with the control room and stuff?
Yeah, where they go down the elevator.
Movie. Yeah.
Hummer horns.
Oh no! Gondor stumbled upon the old Hummer horn nest. Let the Hummer horns out.
This is often dealt with either a tap or discard of an honor guard.
That's right. And other decks might just deal with this by questing over its 1 threat and never going to 40 and being seen. Right. But when you're Valor Gondor, this thing's coming at you right off the bat.
Yeah.
Welcome.
God, hope that doesn't come up early. All right.
Welcome to Valor.
Shadow card spotlight. Door number 1.
Yeah,
I think a lot of these are the same, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is raise threat by 5 or 10 on defense. It's basically you got to defend everything in this quest.
Again, not a big deal unless you're Valor.
Now, let me ask you this: when you think of a shadow card, do you think of like the Ungoliant Spawn showing up during the attack somehow and like grabbing you, or do you think of it like it poisoned, the orc that's attacking you? How do you interpret shadow effects?
That's a really good question. I would think of it as some. I don't know. Yeah, I think it would maybe the spawn shows up and just
Right, just
forces your hand.
grab somebody or something.
Or I kind of
But
think of it as like a dark and unseen chill kind of goes through your hero's psyche, and you
well,
just
for this one
feel a evil
specifically, it's
presence.
like you see the spawn up on a hill and you think, "Oh, the spawn's coming." Threat is raised. I guess you get more nervous. Oh
You
well.
lose all hope, light yourself on fire, and jump off the
Right.
top
Denethor would
mount
not
of
be
Minas
doing that.
Tirith.
There have been many quests when I've given up and you've pushed me through by citing
That
Denethor.
that's the perk of playing two handed. There have been quests where I'm like, we've lost,
Yep.
let's scoop, and you will not let me, and vice
No,
versa. And I am
no.
surprised how many of those we've wrestled victory from the jaws of defeat.
Because as much as we hate the encounter deck, we hate each other more.
That's true. That's
we
true.
don't. We just hate the fact that someone else is quitting. All right.
That's right. We've been brothers for 35-ish years, and we've been bitter enemies for about 40 when it comes to gaming and demanding the best from one
brothers,
another.
brothers for 35 years, friends for 10.
No,
All right.
he's kidding.
So this.
We grew up. Jeff and I grew up always playing games. Everything we
Mhm.
played, we tried to play cooperatively. We invented our own homebrew to play cooperatively. So we've been very cooperative, and this has been the perfect game for us because it has a wonderful cooperative mode.
Except when it's not designed or playtested correctly and it's too hard.
Yeah.
But other than
looking
that,
at you, Blood of
you.
Gondor.
Yeah, thank you for this game very much, designers and playtesters. All right,
Yes.
next. Or do we talk about this?
More stuff that punishes you and keeps you from unexhausting.
Yeah, you have to defend this.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of undefended attacks because Gondor is a slugfest. That's what I love about Gondor, man. Just brings it in,
Yeah.
and Gondor's defenses are airtight. They have the best defenses of any archetype.
Or none.
All right,
Yeah.
door number 3, which is Hummer Horns,
That's
I
right.
assume. Yep.
It sure is. Yeah.
Yep. Deal 1 damage to each character. 2 if another one that has to be defended. I mean, that's another one you just
Yeah.
hope you cancel. That's why I have
Yeah,
Burning
Bubby.
Brand, and we got 3 hasty strokes because you refuse to be part of the team and have 2.
Hey, if you would have ever put in that red arrow, I'd have put in a second hasty stroke.
Okay. All right. Can't wait till we lose. We might lose because we didn't uncancel Shadow. We're never going to lose because we didn't have a red arrow.
Well, how do you know?
All right. So,
All right.
the way to play
we
this
will.
game, Nightmare Passage of Mirkwood, is take out all these hard cards and then delete them like this.
Yep, they're gone.
You're fine. No,
Now
I'm
we're-
just
now we're
kidding.
back
Those
to
were
easy mode.
duplicates. 37 encounter cards. That's all of them. They are in there. Here is the starting setup, and we're going to get our decks in order. Go ahead and group them up. And we got to delete the big card breakdown.
I already had my deck ready. I'll just delete all this stuff.
Yep. I'm just going through and deleting mine. That. Okay, so basically, I have cameras set up where I can go from camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. But usually I think that gives a little bit of whiplash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use my mouse and cursor, basically what I would do if I wasn't recording. So let us know if you guys want me to use the cameras or you like the scrolling. And I think we're ready for our starting hands, right?
I think so. I'm super excited for this. We've been talking about trying to do this series for a long time, and here we are. I'll watch get stomped on like turn 3.
I got the overhead camera, so I actually have to change the options because it reset the hand. So I'm going to make it so everyone at home can see the hands.
Oh yeah, smart.
The hiding. All right. So we gave our deck shuffles and we draw. I'm usually looking for purple, but that's not the purple I want. So I'm gonna mulligan. What about you?
I would 100%. I would mulligan this because I've got both of my Defenders of Carindro, so they're not great to have in hand. I got the expensive Knight of Minas Tirith. They're good with Ethereal, but because I've got a Test of Will and because of the Ungoliant spawns when revealed, I'm actually going to keep this hand. It's suboptimal.
For what it's worth, you can grab that Cave Spider.
Exactly.
All right.
I love Moblung.
My new hand. That's a good hand.
Ooh, looking all right. There's our second Test of Will. I feel safe already.
All right. So why don't we go ahead and I got Steward of Gondor and Armor Destroyer. That's a great starting hand.
Yep.
Go ahead and do the setup on the quest.
Absolutely.
Pull down this quest card. Flies and Spiders, Nightmare Mode passes through Mirkwood. You are traveling through Mirkwood Forest, carrying an urgent message from King Thranduil to the Lady Galadriel of Lorien. As you move along the dark trail, the spiders gather around you. So we search the deck for one copy of Forest Spider and Old Forest Road, add them to the staging area, then shuffle the encounter deck. Then there's an extra setup because you are playing Nightmare Mode. Each player reveals one card from the encounter deck and adds it to the staging area. So Eric, go ahead. Draw your card.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind seeing the spawn right now, actually. Let's get that one revealed out of there. Yep, it's an enchanted turn. That's pretty nice and generous.
Fine. Yeah, usually you don't want to see too many enemies the first turn. Okay, this is good to get now. That Surge out of the way.
Yeah. See you in hell, Surge.
Yeah, if we had another one of those, wouldn't it just keep going infinitely until we died of old age?
For sure.
Oh, this is a great one to get.
Wow, freebie. Oh my gosh. All right.
All right.
So no penalty there, and that leaves us with only 5 threat in the starting staging area. That's actually quite nice. All right. Well.
All right. So planning.
First resource phase. I'll go ahead and get my resources here.
Resources on Denethor. I'm gonna zoom into your planning here.
Oh wow! Look at this. This Good Harvest is going to be quite nice.
Oh my gosh.
So now I'm thinking if I can get a resource or 2 from Jeff, he's got Stewart. If I can drop good, money for the poor.
I can give you.
If I can drop this, well, not right now. Well, yeah, actually, right now I'll take it. But I'm thinking if I can drop this Good Harvest next turn or the turn after and play both of these Defenders of Terrandros, probably overkill. But yeah, if you're going to pass me a resource now, I am going to go ahead and just put it on Emery Hill here. So I'll do that.
Do you need it now?
No, but if you give me one now and one next turn, I could easily drop the Good Harvest and still have the resources for Imrahil and Boromir.
All right, so I pass on to him. Are you playing anything this turn?
I think I will go ahead and not play anything because I am going to Moblung with Letherial, and I'm good.
All right, so it's time to not quest with Barivore.
Could use that
all right,
too.
wow. Oh my gosh. So I will
good.
play Steward for 2. I will tap it for 2. I will play a horse. I mean, this is what you want to see usually when you start here. And then I will play a shield. And that's what you want to see.
But the reason Jeff Baragon is offset like that is because he likes to lay his main attachments around.
He likes to ride his horse, and he likes to carry a shield in his right hand. Okay, so that would be it. I have one for Strider's Path, and I have one for Test of Will.
All right.
So why don't we go ahead and quest without Visionary, fortunately.
That's true.
So
I'm going to commit Letherial, and she's going to commit Moblung, who enters play exhausted. I'll trigger his entering play effect there, and I'll pull down and engage this Forest Spider just to pull 2 threat out of the engagement. It's going to get an additional attack bonus this turn, but that's all right. I'm also going to commit Damrons. That's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from me.
All right.
Really 9 if you think about the spider we pulled.
I will add Hergon, and I don't think I'll need Denethor for blocks, so I'm adding 3. Puts us
That'll
at 10
put us at 10v3.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and read 1B. The nastiest things they saw were the cobwebs. Dark, dense cobwebs with threads extraordinarily thick, often stretched from tree to tree or tangled in the lower branches on either side of them. There were none stretched across the path, but whether because some magic kept it clear or for what other reason, they could not guess. Alrighty.
Well, let's
so
find
2
out.
cards. Go ahead and we'll play it like it's you do your card, I'll do my card, so we can blame each other.
Yeah, you know it.
That's one to count.
Player with the highest threat exhausts all heroes he controls. Then attach this card to one of that player's heroes. Each time attached hero ready, deal it 1 damage. Well, you think we need to cancel that? All right, let's put it on. I'm gonna exhaust Imrahil and Boromir. Wouldn't be able to kill the Forest Spider this turn, but not too worried about that. It might be the only enemy.
As long as I would say because we have 2 Test of Will.
True, I don't know, man. You think so?
You think you can kill the Forest Spider this turn?
Not if I exhaust my heroes, but I'm not worried about killing it this turn. Well,
that's fine.
Yeah.
If you don't want to cancel it, let's not cancel. There's only 1 more card.
And exactly, and I'm thinking Boromir's got 5 health. Bring it on. So we are going to get Boromir in a web. Hopefully, we'll get some
We
healing.
can assign an honor guard to Lord Boromir if we have to. All right. All right, now let's pick up this pace here. My card is... Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Wow. You could even ready one of your heroes with Old Horse Road if you want to kill that spider.
Oh, I do want to kill that spider. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's kill this
So
spider.
we quest successfully by 5, so it's going to be 5 progress to the main quest here. We need 8 to
Yep.
go on. I think for travel, yeah, let's hit the Old Forest Road.
We'll try to go to the Great Forest Web next turn, I guess.
If I readied Boromir, he would basically take 2 damage, 1 now and then 1 in the refresh phase from the web. So of course I'm going to ready Imrahil instead. Actually, before we travel, I'm going to shuffle Moblung back into my deck by the end of Ethereal's response there.
And I have no other. I could have that. What was it? The Enchanted Stream was the last card.
Yes, it was Enchanted Stream.
The Old Forest Web came out first, right?
Old Forest Road starts.
You know what? I could have Strider's
Oh,
Path,
you know what?
I'll just wait.
It might have been the Great Web. But yeah, save Strider's Path. We don't need
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that. All right, so defending. Gonna have to we gotta get on top of our game before Nightmare Dog and Door, that's for sure.
Oh, you know it.
All right. Baragon will
All right, there's our shadow card. Okay, so
the
Baragon
shadow
block.
card is he's 3 attack. Choose and discard 1 attachment from the defending character. Ugh. I will get rid of my shield.
Yeah, these spiders aren't that tough. Or that strong, I should
and
say.
I will ready. I don't think I have anything to do, but alright, attacks.
Okay, I will Imrahil to search the top 5 cards of my deck for an ally. I just need somebody with 2, basically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this card face down and then draw 5 into my hand. So all of you wonderful folks at home can play along.
We gotta make sure we
easy
keep them honest.
choice.
Ooh, nice.
In this case, I'm gonna take the Envoy of Pelagor. It gives me enough attack power and the response my Niners play is I can just put that resource right back on Imrahil, so it didn't cost me anything. These 5 go back in here.
That was a good one.
That was a great one. Shuffle that, flip that back around. And then 3, 4, 5 because of Boromir. Kill that spider.
Yep. So he's got 2 attack on the Envoy because of Boromir. Alright. That is the
And then the Envoy goes back into the deck. After
Imrahil's ability refresh phase. So
my threat goes to Valor.
Alright.
Cast that tremor to you. I gotta put a damage on Boromir because of the web.
Yep. Keep him honest. And I'm gonna go ahead and start doing planning. Or resource phase.
Well, resource phase. Get my resources as well.
Give me something good. Give me a shield. Alright, I got Faramir, so he's like a you know, he's like a visionary that's not a visionary. I'm gonna go ahead and tap Steward of Gondor and tap Bearboard to try to get visionary out of here. I gotta heed the dream.
Hey, you got visionary.
Did I? No.
No, we got heed the dream, which
I see what you're saying.
Could become
one. Wait, what are you seeing? Alright, so I lost my shield, so I'll probably play this in case the spawn comes up. Play my Harbic of Mail for 1. So the reason I like Harbic of Mail so much, I only have 1, but it's basically like a 3rd shield. Can't have 3 in Bonds of Friendship, so. Alright, and then I could play this.
No, you could.
Nothing's trapped.
I don't want to be that guy, but you could reforge the shield very easily.
Yes. See, this is why we're gonna have to get better.
To be fair, it is.
I want to save Reforge for something worse.
Really?
But I'm gonna save so I can heed the dream and play Visionary next turn. I'm gonna save my resources and you're up.
All right. I have pretty good play here. I think 1, 2, 3.
Yep. You're gonna play good Harvest,
2, 3,
right?
4, 5, 6. No, I don't think so because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd have to either not Imrahil this round or take the resource off Boromir. Actually, wouldn't be the end of the world this turn. But I think what I want to do is just drop it next round, probably.
Okay.
So I think I am going to go ahead and play this Lamplight though, just as protection against
somebody play something.
Surge. Yeah. And then I think
people are going to be thinking, these guys ever play anything? All right.
All these resources and no plays? Terrible.
You're in Valor, which is why I didn't Baragon to you, just so everybody knows.
Correct. Yeah, we like to get me to Valor.
I think we're ready to quest.
I think so. How much starts out there?
Four threat.
Cool.
So we can still get to that stage 2. That doesn't do anything terrible. Stage 3 is when we have to start worrying about the spawn, but we can handle them anyways. I'm gonna send 3 again.
1,
What do
2,
you
3,
say?
4, 5. I think I'm gonna send Emerald. Well, I kind of want to save his punching power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 6, 7. Or no, I'm gonna do just 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Yep.
for me with the Soldier of Gondor would search my top 5.
Oh my gosh, more searching.
And I'm gonna take the Honor Guard into my hand for sure. I'm gonna take Lothriel
It's
into my
really nice I
hand.
can actually see you do this now because I've never seen you do.
Yeah. And I'm gonna choose to leave the Knight of Minas Tirith in my deck because it's just a great one to find with Imrahil during the combat
Okay.
phase for 4 attacks. So I'm gonna do that. Shuffle that back up. And that was the response from the Soldier of Gondor. Excellent, excellent card draw.
All right.
Do you think I need to send Imrahil as well, or not?
No,
No.
but
I
I
guess we're
like
in
the
no
build.
rush.
We're.
All right.
I mean, we really don't have to build. I don't think. But
So 6 from me. How much from you?
3. Maybe you should. Maybe you should send Imrahil.
All
Yeah,
right.
send Imrahil. That's pathetic.
That is
We're only
pathetic. All
5
right, 2
over.
more.
It'd be much less pathetic next turn. But all right, 11-4.
11
All right, so
All right.
I'm the first card this turn. Here we go. It
Mhm.
is the. Oh. Huh.
All right.
I don't want to engage them. But I have to, I think. Yeah, I can figure it out. All right.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not another enemy, but we'll see. They can handle it either way. Ooh, player with the highest threat exhaust. That's gonna be me. I'm
You want
inclined. Oh, I'm glad I
let it
sent Imrahil
happen?
at this point. Why don't I
Yeah,
just
just let it
take? Let me just
happen.
let that happen. And that means I have to exhaust Boromir. Now, whenever he readies, he's taking 2 damage. But I'm gonna have
Wait,
Ireth out
what?
next turn.
Why'd you put out an Imrahil? Oh, you just want to
Well,
use Irith every turn?
my thought is if I ready, so on turns
All
I
right.
don't have to exhaust Boromir. It's fine. I don't exhaust him a lot except to attack. And then when he's taking 2
Let's.
damage around, I can Ireth 3 around. It'll be fine.
Oh,
It'll be fine.
let's hope the
Boromir is
the
real sticky right now.
yeah, let's hope the Hummerhorn shadow effect doesn't come up anytime soon. All right, so that's it.
Touche.
11-6. 3 progress to the Old Forest Road. That clears it. 2 progress to the quest.
Oh, 1 shot. That's actually maybe all right.
Yep.
We cannot travel to the web.
As usual, we cannot travel. I'll go ahead and take this brood because your entire rogues gallery over there is exhausted. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get unexpected courage out for Baragon next turn. So I cannot ready any of my cards. Oh, I can't even get Steward of Gondor. Oh well, I can still get one. I can still get 1 resource. All right.
Yep.
All right. So here we go. I mean, I have to take it, right?
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta shuffle this. I mean, I could take it, but I don't think we want me to be tapped out. Probably.
Oh no, I'll take it. So grab my shadow.
Mm-hmm.
My shadow cards aren't dealing.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, why they're not dealing? All right. So block. Toss Baragon. Flip this. Yeah, that would have been bad. So I can lower my threat, which I guess I will.
Oh, might as well.
And no attacks. Do you want to try to get ranged? Nah, it's too strong.
And shoot it down. Nah.
All right, so everything will be my Harvick and Mail will be very ready. Everything else not so much. All right.
So a lot of times you'll see me use Imrahil during the combat phase, even if I'm not engaged with anyone, because I might find somebody that does something useful in the interplay, like card draw or fishing something from the discard or healing. But in this case, I was going to save the resource. So.
All right.
Yep. All set.
End of the turn.
Yeah. 41 threat for me. Boromir's taking 2 damage from those double webs.
3. All right. Resource phase.
All right. Money.
Oh, you know what? I literally just readied everybody.
Force of habit.
Yep. Ooh, a Song of Wisdom. That'll be great for my unreadied character. All right. So your planning's up first.
Yeah, we're definitely going to play Ireth because she's free. And she'll be healing Boromir for sure soon. I think I want a good harvest here. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could do 9. Could you pass me a resource? I could do all 3 of my tactics cards.
No, I need to search for unexpected courage.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Unless I can pass you a resource, but you got to use a purple for me. For Heed the Dream.
no, it won't matter. It won't matter. I'm just gonna do this.
Okay.
I'll do Good Harvest. I'm gonna say tactics. So for until the right end of the planning phase, I can spend resources from any sphere to be considered tactic spheres. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
This is probably
10.
limit 1 per hero. No, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm just surprised by that as well.
All right.
Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh my gosh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do Defender Karandros for 4 defense,
Nice.
and they get to stab when they defend
Nice.
Defender Karandros, and an Honor
Nice.
Guard as emergency protection. I would have liked to have healed IRS this turn, but if anything comes up that would do damage enough to kill Boromir, I can Honor Guard it. So I'm just gonna take the chance this round.
Platoon of Gondor people we ran into.
I planted them
Alright.
so long ago, and now I got to harvest them all with that great harvest. The tactics fields are bloomed.
Alright, so I still get
Alright,
resources, even though I couldn't ready, so I will play Heed the Dream for 1. Search. I'm hoping for the top 5 to be unexpected.
That'd be great.
Did not
or
happen.
Visionary.
I did get a Gandalf. Or Thorongil. Or Gildor's Steward. Oh, they're all kind of bad. I think I'll take a Gandalf just because I have so much money.
Okay.
Then I'll pay 3 to play to find an unexpected courage.
And your steward was still exhausted, right? You didn't get anything from it.
Oh yeah, I didn't exhaust it. I had 2 and I gained 1. All right, and then shuffle. Then I will play unexpected courage onto Mr. Baragon.
That's quite good, and that actually gets us at least 2 blocks this round because you can block and then you can use the Destroyer again. So that's a great call.
Not cheesy.
Would have been nice to have. Right, would have been nice to have Visionary, but I think we're doing all right on willpower.
I'm thinking about playing a Gandalf here that could kill this guy. No, I gotta save for Test of Will, and I'm good.
Gandalf only does 4 damage.
Well, no, I was gonna attack with him too.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
I was thinking about playing an Emin Arno Ranger, but that seems.
If you save, we have Strider's Path and the Test of Will in your back pocket. That'd be bad.
All right, let's do it. I would like a Tactics ally, but okay.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? All right, we got 4 threat out there.
Yeah, you're
really
questing all by your lonesome.
Yeah, and I'm more than happy to do that. 1, 2, 3. And Lothiriel's going to put into play another Soldier of Gondor.
I think last time we played this quest, I got brooded twice in a row. I was not happy.
Really? Just the one.
Yeah, remember that?
I do. Yeah. You for 3 rounds, you couldn't ready any of your cards.
Oh.
You were a little salty, but we still won. It was a little bit harder. So I only get a Darafim off of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say
8.
8 to 4. Yeah, we'll have to hope that's enough to carry us through. We'll see.
Yep.
Maybe we'll try his path if not. So, no.
Yep.
All right, my first card.
Ugh.
Surge. When revealed, the topmost enemy or location in the encounter discard pile is returned to the staging area. Well, it's going to be an abandoned camp. Honestly, that could probably be worse. That's just a 2 threat.
Yeah, it does have Surge, though.
I'm going to Lampright.
Now, what are you going to say?
So I'm going to discard my -2 with Lampright. And that's a great question. This deck has some gross treacheries. We're kind of getting location locked. I'm inclined to just say location.
Yeah.
I think we could handle an enemy. But, you know, if it's the spawn, if it's on Goliath's Brood or it's like Chief of Tuck, I'd rather not deal with those. Or if it's another one of those
Location is probably the smartest, but I'm not feeling a location.
You know?
And
I'm thinking, honestly, enemies what I'd rather shut down right now, just because I don't want to deal with the spawn at the moment.
Right,
or I don't want another one of those exhaust everything. I don't want a Hunter Horns.
Good idea.
So I'm actually going to...
I don't want a Hummer Horns. I don't want a Brood.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to say enemy.
All
right, the Lampright has lit his torch. He is running. He throws his torch right in the face.
Oh my god! Right
it.
in your face. He did the Johnny Depp against the Kraken. He just jumped in that maw of teeth.
Jumped in that gaping maw of the Ungoliath spawn, and she just burst into flames.
He took his torch and just went.
He's like, from hell's heart I stab at thee.
Wow, all right,
nailed
so
it.
the Surge card. I think that one goes on top, right? The Surge card is already resolved. think
yeah,
so.
I don't.
All
I
right.
think that's right.
Okay, and that
That's
was
why we
amazing.
love the right? Wow, yes, it was.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, that couldn't have been better. I can't even believe that happened on our first stream video. All right, so my card is this guy. Mm. I really want to
so
cancel that.
I
Gonna
mean,
exhaust my Paragon.
the spawn's down for the count now. If you want to burn your test of will, I don't mind
Yeah, I'm
that.
burning. I just don't want it. I don't want to take
Yeah,
an
and that
independent attack.
will,
They're all so bad.
right.
All right.
I think it's a smart play. Shut down those shadows. All right, so that was 2 more threats. So for my count, let's double check. That's 8 threat out here. We only quested with 8. Is that accurate? Wow, we're still stuck on stage 1. Condor is pathetic at willpower.
After we lamprighted on Goliath spawn,
We still didn't quest successfully.
we still
It's
didn't
amazing.
quest it. That's okay.
All right, but no threat up. This guy goes back in my deck, so I'm gonna shuffle him in right now.
I think you should probably take that enemy. Did you exhaust a character?
Oh, I did not. Thank you. Is this a character or is it a?
Exhaust one character you control.
Yeah, I make it Ira. All right.
Aren't you gonna heal with her? You have to heal with her.
How do you figure? I don't have any will. I don't have any lore resources. Doesn't heal with her next turn. Or maybe she's not going to.
I'll heal with her.
All right, sure.
Oh, he's not gonna. Right. Oh, I see. Oh, I thought he was gonna take 2 damage. Okay. Yeah, tap your honor guard, I'd say, right?
Well, the honor guard protect against like a Hummerhorn's treachery that kills something.
All right, that's fine. Just exhaust.
Right, the honor guard can save IRF from. Yeah,
you need 2 defenders. Turn. You don't need 2 defenders.
They're gonna punch for me this turn. They're hitting for 4. They can kill that spider.
Who's gonna block?
Assume Baragon. He's got that sweet arm.
Yeah. Yeah, Baragon. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, do what you were gonna do.
Yeah, so
I forgot that if Boromir didn't ready, that he didn't exhaust, he wouldn't have to ready. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So get your shadow.
Let's make sure that was character, not hero. Yep. Okay.
I would love to be able to cancel these shadows, but
yeah, you know.
Give me a shadow, please. I gotta set my key later, I guess.
There you go.
All right. So first, Baragon will block the King Spider.
King Spider, sure.
No shadow. Go ahead, lower your threat if you so choose.
I would love to. Thank you.
All right. I will use my horse to giddy up and block this one. +1 attack. I am a 5 defense. It is a 4 attack. So it is also blocked. Attacks.
Yep, and here's the fun thing about Boromir. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 attack power, which is sufficient to kill the King Spider.
Right. As usual, I will make no attacks.
Yep, and I think if we play this smart, that goes there perfect. Yeah, that's a fine one to come back up, so that's great. All right.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, because the shadow card would be discarded last. Yep. All right.
That's it for the round. I'm going to pass the turn marker, go up to 41 threat. I'm going to ready up.
Camera for the refresh phase. I'm at 39 threat. All right, resources?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and actually use Steward this turn. What did you do? You got an Angkor, didn't you? All right,
oh, father.
Visionary.
Boromir would love a resource, father. Is it time for my allowance?
All right, here we go. I did not get Visionary, which is starting to be problematic because it's starting to build up.
Yeah, we are starting to sputter out.
I'll pass you. I'll pass you one for Angbor because that'll help us quest.
Sure will. Thank you. I'm going to put that onto Boromir. Thank you.
I'm tempted to play Gondor's or Gandalf. What's your choice?
I would say Gandalf now because we're just trying to. I'd say Gildor's for.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play 1 from Denethor. Song of Wisdom.
Sure.
Give lore to Baragon. I will play 1 lore and 1 lore. Play Burning Brand, so I don't have to worry about Hummerhorns anymore.
Very good.
Then I will play. I can actually play Aramis this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to worry about the Aramis right now. I am just going to play a Gandalf, right?
Yep, that'll help us make sure we can quest and try and blow something up or kill cards maybe.
That's right, I can actually kill this guy. I think I'll draw a card to try to get Visionary. I don't think we need threat. I don't think we need to do direct damage. So I would draw 3 cards. Alright. No Visionary yet.
Getting warmer.
Alright, but I got one for Strider's Path, and you got one for Test of Will.
That's all we need.
Alright, yeah, your planning is up.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop 2 resources off of Boromir, courtesy Denethor. Put the fantastic, wonderful, unparalleled Angor the Fearless into play, who quests every turn and swings for 4 every turn.
It's just a mental alleviation. You don't have to think about whether to send him. Like, just, you always send him.
He's going. He's happy. Yep. I think I'm going to hold there. I am going to Irath, but not until after we quest, because I don't want Necromancer's Reach to kill her. And there's no reason to do it now, I don't think.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good there.
What if I sent 3? Do I need to send Gandalf?
Let's see. We're at 6. That should be fine.
It's actually a good thing I lost. 3. It's a good thing I lost that shield, so I could have my brand.
There we go. I'll be sending 9.
That's better.
I'm sending 9. We'd be at 12. That should be enough to get the 1 progress we need, right?
Yeah.
I'll
keep my Gandalf. I'll kill my brood.
Alright, so I'm sending 3 for Lothario, 4, 5, because she's going to put into play Knight of the White Tower, 6, 7 for Damrod, 8, 9 for Angor the Fearless.
Alright, so 12 versus 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I will try to remember to Strider's Path this turn if it's convenient.
We should probably also remember just to travel the old-fashioned way if we need to. We're so unused to doing it.
I have Helm of Secrecy too. I don't think there's anyone to become in this quest, but the hero sideboard that is Helm of Secrecy has helped us a lot. All right, so the first one is it my card?
Yeah, you play one.
After you engage, Force flies, deal 1 damage to each exhausted character you control. I could take that, no problem, and so could you.
Great, perfect. Yeah, because I didn't exhaust Irath yet, so she'd even be able to survive that.
4. Next card is.
There's a lot of threat though. That's the bad part. Ooh, abandoned camp. Oh my gosh.
I don't think we can go there, to be honest.
No, Strider Path that. We cleared immediately.
Strider's Path wouldn't be terrible there, right?
No, we clear it right away and deal 2 damage to everybody we have. That's exhausted, right?
Would be the worst thing.
Right now it's only going to put 2 on Lothario.
It's immune to player card effects.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Any problematic card is.
So we do not quest successfully, of course.
That's what this nightmare border means. Immune to player card effects most of the time. All right, so 12 to 12, we have done nothing.
Good thing you didn't save for the Ramos guy.
Do you want to go to? Oh yeah, that's right. I would have played him because I'm so dumb. I'd have been like, all right, play my Ramos.
Just go to the web, man.
Let's go to the web.
Yeah, you gotta go somewhere. It's pathetic.
Exhaust Baragon, who you exhaust Imrahil.
Imrahil, of course. Actually, before we travel, my Knight of the White Tower goes.
Boromir's already in a couple webs, so you don't want to.
Yeah, he's too sticky. He can't get
who's taking the flies?
I thought you were. You're taking the problem, you said.
Sure, you want me to.
I could take him.
No, I can take him.
I can put him down.
I deal damage to all my people.
So would I.
I'll take him.
No one would die.
I can put him down, and I can cancel both shadows.
And I'm going to go ahead and
we have not seen Hummer. We have not seen Hummer horns yet. Correct.
Yeah, but I mean, if they come up as shadow, you've got the brand. I'm going to honor guard one of those damages you just took.
All right, I'll keep it off Baragon.
That's what I figured. Yeah, dealer's choice, but I'd say probably Baragon.
Okay, so shadows, correct?
Yep. Let me deal those out to you. Let's see who's got.
Yeah, we've already traveled. Yep. There's a bunch of locations we don't care about. I will use Unexpected Courage to ready Baragon. I will defend the Forest Flies first. They might get like the extra shadows. And then I will use Armor Destroyer just to discard this one, and they were both freebies.
Yeah.
And then I will block this one too.
Yeah, you can lower your threat if you want.
Yeah, I want to be in Valor. I got an Honor Guard coming up and whatnot. Looks like I just have a Gandalf to attack. There's no reason.
I can get Darafim, right?
Yeah.
And shoot down those flies for you.
Yeah, I'd kill this brood first. If you had a Darafin, I'd kill the brood.
Sure, okay. So I am going to spend the 1 resource off of Imrahil. to switch my top 5 for an ally during the combat phase. Maybe I'll get a healer, worst case. And nothing here is going to be terribly useful. So whatever I take, I'll just shuffle back in. I'm just going to shuffle them back all in now. But the thought was that I could get some card draw, or I could get a healer, or I could get Dareth and shoot one of those things off.
All right, and then Gandalf will kill the forest flies.
Yes, he will.
And that's the end of the turn.
I was quested unsuccessfully. Well, we didn't quest unsuccessfully. We quested neither unsuccessfully or successfully.
That's what
happens. Turn that we played a Gandalf.
When we don't get Visionary, turn 5, you're the odd number turns. All right, down to resources, right?
Resource phase. Tell me a card.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Steward. Going to be 2 things happening at once for people who like to...
Yep, I'm just playing my Guardian of Ithilien and my Lampright. And
who watch NFL Red Zone 30 channels at once. Kind of thing you're getting. I didn't get Visionary. I didn't get it, so I don't know.
If you're a premium Patreon backer, you can watch all the hands at once.
You can watch a camera of my hand on my mouse, too.
Right, we should do a picture-in-picture of all 54 Nightmare quests for our premium backers.
How are we going to quest? I can't even play Faramir yet.
Oh, gosh. And you did not get Visionary? You already bear for it? Wow.
I can pass one for a Silver Circlet. That's something.
Yeah, let's get the circle out. Get something going.
Or I could play a Gildors, which is probably... So have you played?
I played just the Guardian of Ithilien.
Right.
Yeah, I'm done.
I think I should play a Gildors, right? It's probably better than Silver Circlet.
Sure.
So 1, 2, I can play one off of Baragorn because he also has lore. I will play a Gildors. This is actually played at the start of the quest phase, which we'll be going to immediately. Yeah. Before that, I have 3 purple. I'm going to save it for Faramir since Visionary doesn't want to come out. And that's it. I'm good. Playing a healer would be smart, but I don't want to. So
I was gonna say, speaking of smart, I also forgot to IRS last turn. That would have been nice.
All right, I'm sending 3.
All right.
Only
3,
one
we're
card,
staging
so.
1 card. There's 6 thread out there. Dude, I hope we don't get that stage 3B where we have to get 10 progress. We're gonna be doomed.
I know. It'll be a fucking 3-hour quest.
4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sending Emberhill 8, 9. I'm sending 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because Angborn the Fearless is of course going.
Everyone at home is like, how long did it take these guys to get through the Nightmare quest? Oh my gosh.
You guys are trash.
There's like 70 of them. How long did it take them? All right, so I sent 3. You sent 9 again.
Yeah, so 12 to 6. Staging 1 card.
Right. 1 card. Gildor's in
Gildor.
This card. This is
Gildor comes. Sing some songs. Has a drink with us.
All right. Draw that card.
Scares off some spiders. So our singular card for the round is
nice.
How much was reach? That's fine.
It's not great. Can you honor guard Denethor?
Sure can. So I will, as a response, honor guard the damage Denethor would take. I've got to take 1 on Emberhill, Ethereal, and Damrod.
Alright, that's good. So everyone's still 2 away from dying.
Yeah, and this is why you don't IRF before the quest phase and these sorts of quests. She would have died.
Unless you have to. Alright. So 12 to 6. Unless you have to or you just feel like it. 2 progress here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes us to a fork in the road.
We're more lost than the dwarves and the Hobbit, man. We're sending the lamp right up to like peer through the trees, see the butterflies.
All those eyes, man. I've never noticed all those eyes before. I don't think I've ever looked at the quest cards before. I just read the forest and when revealed. As you move through Mirkwood, hounded by spiders, the forest path forks before you. Unsure of what lies ahead, but spurred by the urgency of your message, choose a path and proceed. Forced. When you defeat this stage, proceed to one of the 2 a chosen path stages at random. You know we didn't take that message, right? Gondor just lit it on fire and was like, let's just go hunt some spiders for fun. Alright, so that's the end of the quest phase. I don't want to travel. I hate not being able to draw cards.
Alright, that's fine with me. Yeah, I understand. We need to get Visionary.
I just never want to travel to that.
I mean, once we get Visionary, we're in the clear. Or even Faramir out, we're fine. So we're close.
Right, so we got 1 card, and I got the brand going here, so it's literally cannot hurt me. Can you give me Shadow?
Oh, yeah.
I just keep pressing my Shadow button and nothing happens. Yeah. Alright, so Baragond. Choosing defending player must exhaust. I have no exhausted characters. I will Armor Destroyer and pack back for 1. I don't think you want to dare him, do you? You might want to get a healer or something.
Yeah, I am gonna because I got plenty of money at this point.
Yeah.
Versus no hand. I'm actually open for card draw, but Jarafim or a healer would be fine too. So let's look at what my top 5 are.
So he's using Imrahil.
Oh wow,
That's a whiff.
Uncharacteristic whiff. There we go.
You always say that. You always say I've never whiffed. You whiff every game, and then you always say I've never whiffed before, and I always say you whiff every game, and then you say nope, I've never whiffed. All right, I'm gonna slap my spider.
84 quests, first time ever.
Yep,
All
first
right.
whiff. You're right.
Well, that is
First whiff this phase.
Hold on. In the combat phase, I am gonna IRF and just heal up Boromir.
Yep.
And then I'm done. All right.
So
I'm passing the turn marker to you, correct?
Yep. High camera refresh phase. I'm at
43.
41. I could have lowered my threat, but then I would have been out of valor, even though I had no valor triggers. So maybe I'll remember next time. Drawing a card. This will be visionary.
Gotta be.
Nope. Hasty stroke. Don't need that. All right, 2 more cards. These will be visionary.
Gotta be.
Path of Doom. Don't need that. All right, I got Faramir.
All right.
Poor man's
Faramir's
visionary.
Good enough.
Visionary for deck types that aren't Gondor. I could also play a Silver Circlet. Doesn't seem like a bad idea.
No,
Pass 1.
No.
I'll pass 1 to Baragond. Oh, so he has 2. Then I will play the Silver Circlet onto Lothril. All right.
Thank you.
I'm done.
Brown.
I'll have to remember to Hurgon this time. Should have Hurgon last time. I could have hit my guy harder. We gotta get all of our bad decisions out early.
Yeah, well, it's also very late. For those watching at home, Jeff and I are recording this at like the wee hours.
We have 2 genius level IQs, but it took us like an extremely long time to get our microphones to sound good.
We're embarrassing.
2 genius level IQs. I know. Like there's a dog barking. I don't even have a dog. Where'd it come from?
Genius is generous there. Yeah, this is actually our second time recording this quest. This is the first time the tech was so bad, and unfortunately, because that was a fast win and it was a interesting playthrough. But all right, I'm gonna do this.
Man.
So here's an interesting.
Official.
This
is official.
I'm playing the Knight of Balfalas.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna pay for it, which gives me the response to bring the Lamprite back into my hand. I'm thinking this could be the last round, right? And I'm actually gonna keep my resource for Test of Will, I think. But then play the Lamprite off of Ethereal, so if we need an emergency surge cancel, I'll have them available, because I think this could be the last round of us questing if we get the stage 3 with the spider. So that's my thought.
Yeah, this will be the last turn, correct. That Lamprite's batting 1,000 right now, so...
Yeah, it's the same one. He
I
crawled out.
Trust him.
He cut his way out of the spider's stomach, and he's back. He's just covered in goo. I'm back, lads. Let's go.
I've overcompensated for our lack of willpower before. I think we'll have 1 million now. So I'm sending 3 myself.
With the Faramir option, right?
You know what? I'm sending 2. Sending 2. I don't want to send Denethor. He's kind of a blocker sometimes. Oh. Could have played my healer, but it doesn't. We don't need healing.
Assuming you're gonna Faramir, yeah.
We've got Test of Wills, and we got Hasty Strokes, and we got Burning Brand. I mean, I got the Horse and Brand. That's like, shuts it down.
9 from me. Was it 2 from you?
That's it? What about this Silver Circlet?
I'm counting it.
All right, so it's 11 to 6. That's fine. I can Faramir you if I have to.
Right, you Faramir me is +4. So
okay, this is pathetic. All right, the first card.
You're not wrong.
All right, first card. Wrong. I don't want it.
I'll take that.
Oh my gosh, I don't want it.
Well, it's highest threat, so it's gotta be me.
Yeah.
It is gonna. I should have just quested it with Imrahil, man. Oh my goodness.
Think you can still kill the spider, man. It'd be embarrassing if you could.
Boromir's tore up. All right, that's card 1. Hey, no threat. That's what we needed.
He's gonna take 3 damage when he readies.
I'm aware. All right, another abandoned camp. It's an empty forest.
So by my count, we do 3 progress. You sent 9. I sent 2. You
Nailed
sent
it.
9 every. You sent 9 every turn, and you just keep building, and you just keep sending 9. All right. Fork in the road. Complete. Wait. Before that happens, is the trigger for successfully questing, which I will play play a Ramus.
Our 6th round, our second successful quest of the game.
I have 2 printed attack, and I spent 6 resources. All right, on allies. So okay, so we will shuffle. Show you all the shufflings. I am now shuffling these. Which one do you want to see?
I think I just want at this point I want to see the spider. Although with Faramir, I think we can make it out either way.
I want to see the Bjorn because in my eyes the Lamprite already killed the spider.
That's true. That's true. We can go with that.
Yes, Lamprite took out the
that.
spider. It's just a leisurely path. It's a this is our funeral passage. It's just a leisurely stroll to remember the Lamprite who blew up the spider. All right, I don't even think I can kill this guy. No, I can't even kill. Oh wait, I got Denethor. 1, 2.
I assume we don't want to travel to an abandoned camp.
No, okay. I'm not going to the stream either. All right.
Yep.
Still in Visionary, so we can get out of here. Give me a shadow and try to get Darafim, maybe. You get Darafim, this guy's done. He's done.
All right.
Try to get Darafim. Or you want me to block first? Fine, I'll block first.
Yeah, block first.
Nothing could happen. Oh, okay. It's not unaffected. I got a brand and a horse.
I will Imrahil and look for Darafim here, or some card draw or something. I am going to take the Soldier of Gondor for the card draw. No Darafim, I'm afraid. So what I do is I shuffle this back up, trigger his response, draw 5, and I'm going to take this Envoy into my hand, Belfalas into my hand. I'll take them all.
It's so nice that I can see you do that.
Yeah,
so much. I have just probably spent hours just watching you right-click the top of your deck, and I have no idea what's going on. As you get these,
and I'm just gonna put that soldier back in my deck right now, so otherwise I'll forget. There we go.
Right, so he's not doing anything. All right, so I will ready with Armored Destroyer, and then I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be alive. So the Brood will live another day.
Work it back. Work it back.
Yeah, it takes a while to step on all these spiders.
Sure does.
All right, refresh phase.
Boromir is fighting his way out of webs. He's taking 3 damage.
I could have lowered my threat again. That's okay. Yeah.
First quest, folks. First quest. All right. I'm going to get some resources.
It is a lot harder to remember when you record.
Raise my threat on my card. I think we're spending part of our brain power on not saying anything too stupid. And making the interesting observations.
And not saying anything not stupid enough.
Right. Not stupid enough. I'm going to play this double back. I suggest we do it just for kicks and giggles.
Yeah. I still didn't get Visionary. Both of my Visionaries are in the bottom 20.
We'll do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to play an Envoy Pelliger. Pay the cost. Yep. I am going to put the resource onto Lothariel. She's going to spend 2 to play a Knight of Belfalas. I don't think I
had Test of Will in my hand the whole time. I forgot about it.
Yeah, I do. I distinctly recall that game, yes. I'm going to play this White Tower Watchman, too. And I'm just going to quest out of here. All right.
Gosh, I already played
my plan in face.
I'm going to go ahead and play this Lamprite. And I'm going to go ahead and play this Honor Guard. I don't know what could happen, but I might as well go ahead and play this Vet. This game's fun when you play things. Is there anyone to helm into? I want to helm into somebody.
Who would you helm into at this point?
Eowyn.
Huron could become Eowyn, yeah.
Yeah, I might helm. Yeah. All right. Anyways, ready to quest?
I am ready to quest. I'm going to send big, assuming Faramir is going to hit me.
Yeah, but if I feel like it.
Lothariel is going to Darafim. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, now you
11,
play
12, 13, 14, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Jeez, man, you got enough.
Send 18 from me.
All right, 18 from you, 3 from me. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just 5.
All right.
So 23.
23. 23-8.
All right. Yeah, we should be
Or
good.
do
even with
double
that.
back or the path? Let's do the path.
Let's do the path. Let's get on to some harder quests here. We didn't read this.
Oh, did
The
we not?
chosen path. The trail winds into one of the darkest, most tangled parts of the forest. You sense that a foul, dark presence is hunting you. It's Bjorn, and you move quickly in an attempt to avoid its evil. Bjorn's path. You attempt to follow a secret, hidden trail to avoid the enemy. The enemy's dead. The lamprey took a torch and jumped in its mouth.
Yeah. And came
All
back
right,
out.
2 cards. And came back out. The night of Belfast pulled him from the carcass.
Another Belfast's like, guess who I found?
We were having a funeral passage for him, and he shows up. Who are you guys talking about? All right.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Who died? I have a Chieftain of Tuck. It's a little too late.
He shows up like Indiana Jones. All right, so yeah, this just needs to be 3 or less. Yeah, perfect. Don't even have to Faramir.
There we go.
Victory is achieved.
Slow and hard earned, but
I'll
we made it
Faramir
out.
just in case our math was wrong. But I'm sure no one at home is watching you do your
5, 6,
ally calculus over there. What the fuck's going on?
You add 11 willpower off of that Faramir, I believe.
That was I
All
think
right,
that was
well.
a great first game for our official start. We got some good
Yeah.
draws there at the beginning, and we played it. We didn't do anything too dumb.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's
Pretty good board state.
Yeah.
Boromir's real tied up. Couldn't have a better quest for the lamprey. Really, you couldn't.
No, the lamp right now is going to have to really try and find a way to outdo that in the next.
We got to have a lamprey tracker 1-for-1 so far.
And what do we have? 107 quests to have a better lamprey than that? I don't know.
All right, so undefeated Lords of Gondor on our run through every quest in the hardest mode possible.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Watching.
Let us know if you have anything to add or comments or questions, and we'll see you for episode 2, Journey Down the Anduin.
Can't wait. See you guys later.
Remember today, little brother. Today